Saturday, or whatever day it is you are viewing this. You have a happy and wonderful day, always. Alright, let's get this space set up right. Let us first today I feel like we need smoke, but you could use a smoke of pretty much anything that is tied to your body, root chakra, things like that. So like rosemary or basil, all of those herbs can, especially rosemary, really do some great work. And it's not anything that you have to go and buy special. You probably have some in your kitchen already. And I always say intention is the thing. It doesn't matter what you're using, as much as it matches your intentions here. Me too. It's really good. This is a gift. I really appreciate it. So grateful for that. We talked about in the past other ways to also ground yourself. But first, let's call in our protective celestial counsel. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being here with us today, protecting us with your cloak and shielding us with your cloak and guiding us in truth on the path that we are on. Archangel Gabriel, thank you for your wisdom and strength in this chat with these people who come in here today to see what's going on. Stay with them, travel with them, give them the confirmations they're asking for. Archangel Raphael, medical miracles, mind, body, heart, soul, healing. Just really, wow, I'm so fortunate to say I have so many health miracles in my life. Our spirit guides, our higher selves, ancestors, energies of love and light are welcome here in this space, holding it open for all to receive the glory and abundance that is this life supreme. Whew. So in addition to using some smoke for grounding, some other things that you can use this is black tourmaline. Very good for kind of energetic protection. And truth be told, as you work more with the materials and travel further in your journey of the path, your destiny, whatever. Hey, Tobe Animations. Hey, Tobe. Roblox. That's hilarious. Hey, how are you guys doing this morning? Cool. That placebo effect is stronger than anything else, and they've done this in medical journals and everything. It's like your intention, your understanding of this vibration and being able to make it yourself with intention, not actual objects. That's awesome. I'm so happy you're doing good. That's really the goal, is to not need other things, to understand we create from idea, and that we don't need to consume or buy or have anything else provided to us from the outside other than what we are already receiving for, like shelter, food, water, air, all of the things that we need to survive, and clean versions of it. To me, it is so disgusting that they monetize that. It's, I don't understand. This is late stage capitalism. All right, these are dragon stone eggs. They're basically just different pieces of material together that created a whole fossilized crystal. Things like this help you, at least for me, it helps me think about how short our actual time here is and what things will continue with or without us. I get that same feeling looking at the stars too. It's like you realize the stress ball, right? Well, I use things like this too. I don't know, I haven't found a stress ball I really like yet. I don't like when they're like too slow to come back. I like them. This is like a worry stone. It's very small, like keep it in your pocket, and then you can like rub your thumb on it so it kind of just does that little bit of fidgeting for you. The only thing that I don't like about it is that I think at least one of them I broke because it landed on the floor. And if you're doing stuff like this, like moving around, it can easily hit hard floors and then you're done. You're in Egypt, that's so cool. I always love how there's people from all over the world that pop in here. It's really amazing, and proof of why this is a 5D space, regardless of where we are location-wise or time. You could be watching this in the future. We are here together sharing ideas and energy, and it's beautiful, it's miraculous, it's amazing. So you could also, because this is tiger's eye, so this is very like grounding, centering. It's basically just layers and layers of silt that has been turned into crystal and fossilized. There's lots of different kinds. These are little, so you can carry them in your pockets and stuff. But like I said, you can even just tune into the vibration here on this one, and then just, that's the vibration, you know what it is, you can then make it yourself. Tiger eyes, yes. Okay, last one, I think, for now. This is like, they seem so small and unassuming. It's just smoky quartz, but oh man, I'm so sorry, DMBBTT. Like, I'm really sorry that, like, in this space, may you have just a moment of peace from your suffering, and in that moment, I just heard it, in that moment, see God. This is smoky quartz. Like I said, very unassuming, very like readily available everywhere. You probably even find some like just on the ground. Quartz is so abundant. And these kind of like absorb any kind of difficult or negative energy, right? Makes it easy to, I like this vibration for when I'm trying to protect a working I am doing. Okay, got my cards and got them out of the way. Yep, it's lively. Oh, okay, because I wrote some stuff down because it's been a few days. So we talked about grounding. We called in this magnificent space. I always want to encourage you to give blessings to others throughout your day. I love doing it for people who drive big trucks or buses, mass transit workers, basically anyone I see and come in contact with, sanitation workers that are basically devoting their energy and time to the betterment of our society, right? right? They keep the streets clean and then healthy, like all of those kind of things. I love to give thanks for and blessings to those people so they can continue to do the amazing work that gives us the clean, healthy, functioning society. I also include firemen, EMTs, doctors, nurses, but no on the po-po. Sorry. As far as my experience goes, they only ever make things not as good. Mr. Donk Magnificent, how are you doing today? Welcome into this space. This is the vibes today, y'all. Everything is great. Rainbows, emotional fulfillment. Let's go. It's the weekend stream. We're going to try to go longer. Okay. This is a collective message, which is why there's so many cards here. I forgot to excuse myself from the collective, so that's going to be in here too. Even though I read my cards before I came on, there's clearly another message for me. Why is the Queen of Wands? Ooh, there's a few messages here. Why do I know the Queen of Wands as myself? I had my oldest deck of tarot cards for a very long time. Thank you, that's awesome. You come back next time and I'll read your cards or whatever you want. That's great. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here. Just popping in and doing the good work, right? Love it. I was getting reacquainted with the deck and I wanted to determine if any cards were missing because there should be 78 cards in a tarot deck. So as I'm just like counting like this, right? This was the card that freaked out and flipped over, and it was so weird. I could feel like something moved it, and then it was this. And that's how I'm like, oh, when any message comes to me, I know that means it's for me. Okay. Let's see what we got here for a general. Something coming quickly, some kind of message. Quickly feeling like the... Oof, there's a decision you're going to have to make soon. I'll say there's a decision we're going to have to make soon. Okay. There's a whole other stack there already waiting. There's so many energies here. All right. So there's some kind of fast message coming. Like something's coming quickly. Either some action you're taking or some action you are going to have to take is kind of hurtling towards you at fast speed. In Pentacles, having the things that you want in the material life, abundance, wealth, protection, all of those things. It's about that. That's the messaging that's coming, is about that. And this is like, what's coming toward you is a decision you're going to have to make about that. If you are going to remain focused as the Queen of Pentacles, or if you're going to create something with a group of people and something you're going to leave behind, you're being asked to leave something behind. And then when you do that, right, the Four of Wands. So it's like almost like choosing if you're going to go by yourself and do all of this yourself, or if you're going to find some teamwork, leave behind some old ideas, beliefs, ways of being emotional, And in addition to it being the cups, there's also a full moon here, which I know maybe we just hit one, so it's like something has happened in the next few days that is going to encourage you to leave some things behind on the journey to your true happiness. Right? Like, we are who we are right in this moment. If we are not necessarily happy about it, or we're being called to do more and be more, we know we aren't doing it from this place, so we have to make some kind of changes to bring us in alignment with our true desires. Also go along with the saying is like, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, travel with others. So that feels like that was the first message, or at least the first part of this message. Okay. This one here, the Page of Swords, it was looking back at the Four of Wands. So it's almost like, you know, you have to go do some things, make some changes, you know this, to achieve what you really want. And again, the message comes of going by yourself or going with others. This is the Five of Swords. And we also have another 5 coming up, so it's a big time of change. A time of change and realignment of you towards your goals. That's what it is, and I love that for us. Try not to be stubborn, be open to how you receive things, how things happen. And it's also to tell you that these other people might not believe in the dream that the page is looking towards, of the Four of Wands, the happiness of family, the fulfillment, right? But right next is the Nine of Cups. It's everything, it's wish fulfillment. This is, you are so very satisfied, really satisfied with how things have revealed. Or this is also the wish that you are dreaming of still, right? This one here. Okay, and then here's the other 5. I don't want to scare you guys with this, okay? But the wish fulfillment also is, right? There's going to be some things that maybe don't seem like fighting, but it's like trying to figure it out, what things are for you, what actions need to be taken to achieve the goal you want. And sadly, if it's okay, if you're like here looking for your partner, your person, and you are really, really searching for that one, there's also going to be some heartbreak where you think that that was the one for you, but it like didn't fall through. It didn't follow through. It fell through. And the way to ensure that it is well balanced and you are achieving your goal is like the King of Swords. You're very discerning. You are clear with what you know. It's like cutting through the fog with a knife, right? Very, very knowledgeable of self and knowledgeable of the faculties you have to achieve that. And then the sun came out at the end. So it's like, the sun is a reminder, all of these things you are going through is for your true wish fulfillment. It's for everything that you want. So even if things are tough, this is how you remind yourself again that this is your grand rising. This is the steps you take till you walk in the sun every day kind of feeling. Okay. I just got chills. We're just gonna push it out. Okay, and this is what I'm gonna say right here, right now. This has been my mantra for a little while. I'm struggling to feel grounded, and I say I am secure, I am safe, I am sovereign in this space. And this space could be as small as in my body. This space could be in my mind, in my hands, or it could be the realization that your sovereignty extends outward of yourself as well. Okay, that one was done. This one came out, right? This little stack here. Been getting the 10 of Swords a couple times today as well, so just know that some things you believe or you were working on or you thought was the key to your success and happiness is dead, done, and over with. There's a lot of swords in here today. Makes me think it's a lot about our mind during the time of the full moon and these kind of transitions. All right. Ready? We're ready. There's a lot of cards in here too. So the first one is, right, being inspired to action from the divine out of nowhere. That is, I know fruitful isn't the right word because I don't see the, like, there's fruit here, but it is like, it's growing, it's living, it's an idea that can be, actions can be taken to further your goals. That's what these are giving you, is actions to be taken, inspired actions, things that like you just, oh, I don't know why, but I think I should take this exit, or oh, I'm not going to get on that train, I'm going to go take this one instead. Like those kind of things, because who knows who you're going to meet or what you're going to see, or you just don't know. However, all right, this comes easily. All you have to do is listen and act. Trust what you're hearing. Trust the messages you receive. And you build that trust by following the little ones and seeing what happens. Because if you don't listen, right, if you keep getting things from the divine handed to you and you don't do anything with them, then you're going to hear anymore. It's like being reset to zero. You need to choose if you're going to do these out of the blue ideas, or and it's and or. You have to choose who to give your that's what it is. So either you choose to be the one who is managing your energy, your material wealth, choosing who to give it to, unsure if you're not listening to your internal compass, your intuition. All right, so either you start to follow the things that are being shown to you, or you have to do this yourself. You have to do this yourself. You have to do this yourself. So those were choosing who gets, right? That's kind of not necessarily your actual job, right? Feeling like all the things that are given to you is hard work instead of keeping yourself eyes on the prize kind of thing, right? Heading towards that town, but does he even know how far away he is, or is he just focusing on how heavy it is to carry? You also have to be the one making the offers and progress and emotional space, right? And to me, it's so much easier to follow divine guidance because the mind has already been tilled and ready for the seed to be planted, rather than trying to find out who needs the seed planted? Where, right? What's the work? Where's the seed? How do I do it? Make sure you water the seed. Give it love. Okay? So that's this part so far. I don't usually read cards like this either. You know, just doing it on a whim like everything else we're talking about here. Okay. So this whole thing is like, again, functioning on the idea of choice and your own perceptions. So, Six of Wands. You take the lessons from the inspired actions or from choosing to do things a harder way, you're going to eventually be going to where it is easier. This one is something that I feel is very tough for many people or anybody, is believing the truth and accepting the reality that you are the emperor, you are the one who chooses what happens in your life. This is always very difficult to accept when there has been any kind of trauma or issues, and it hurts to take responsibility for things. It hurts to know that you were the one who thought that was the right way to go. And you have to forgive yourself for that. You're also the one who decides if you are on a new journey, if you are choosing some other path. You're the decider. Once you come from this position of feeling like you need to make the choice and you're doing all the work and you realize you are the emperor, that is when you can start your new journey. That is when you can define what success is. That is when everything turns in your favor. And this is what needs to happen. You need to take actions that align your light side and your dark side and accept yourself and each person as flawed, but still whole and loved. And I would say very with intuition. She's got that single staff. It is significantly a little more further along than this. And in addition to the staff, she has a sunflower, which is all kinds of abundance. And but in the back here is considered the throne. It almost looks like this is what's backing her, right? Anybody could just be like, oh, who cares? It's the lady with the cat. It's like, no, spiritually and aligned, it's red hot tigers in your face if you are coming at this incorrectly. I don't know what else to say about that. But just know, like, you get to choose, right? It's like you level up all the way from Ace of Wands inspired action and this feeling of betrayal all the way to the Queen of Wands. And the real turning point is choosing to listen or not to your inspired actions. And I take this too, because sometimes I hear like, oh, I want to go do this. And then I don't. And it's like, why didn't I? Right? This is on the bottom of the deck when I put it up. It's judgment. That's what it's calling us to do. Get right. I feel like, how has this only been 30 minutes? I touched on everything I wanted to talk about today, which is good. All right, let's get another message. someone here now or will be watching in the future that needs some guidance. Connect me to their energy, bring in their spirit guide. Oh, we'll start with that. Whoa. So whoever this message is for, and feel free to claim it. Bottom of the deck is sun. Sun is happiness, joy. It's this freedom and ability to just like love life like a little child. Look at it as something so joyful and endless possibilities. The next one was the King of Cups. This is great. This is you having that emotional intelligence. This is you creating a strong foundation for yourself regardless of the emotional waves that come and go. I would say also very protected, very fluid, and very much tied into the water, either through work or location or personal enjoyment or zodiac sign. This is amazing. And then this is even better right after it. Claim this energy. This is you getting yourself right, leveling up, getting to that goal that we saw previously. And if it is like a partner, like a family, like starting that kind of thing, yeah, you're gonna have kids too. Baker Blue, I am not. Here's what I'd like you to do, please. Thank you for sharing your perspective with me. I would love to share my perspective with you. My perspective is that foundationally, you know them by their fruits, and that's from the Bible. So I would ask you to talk to the Holy Spirit inside you, talk to Jesus, talk and find out. Ask if Jesus knows me. Please, seriously. And if he says no, then you should go. This space isn't for you then. But know that that's what's working in this space. Heavenly hosts and celestial teams are working in this space. Baker Blue, I really want the best for you. I almost feel like perhaps I would love, thank you so much. Can you cite me a scripture and verse, please? Did you ask God? Because that still wasn't you asking God or Jesus. You were just reiterating your previous point. And I think it's very important for every person to be strongly connected to the God of their knowledge. Right? And our experiences and understanding could be the difference. Could be the difference. And I'm going through this, and I hope that you are not, but the reminder that you do not need to harm anyone for anything that's happened in the past, because vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Yes, they do love me so much, and we've seen many health miracles. My father just got a heart transplant. Thank God. Thank God for that. And he's doing well. He still is not off the lung machine, but the fact that God got him a heart put him in the right spot at the right time. Hold on a second, someone's pushing on my aura. He's still in recovery. However, you know, all of the doctors and nurses were heroes and amazing, and they have been walking their path that God laid out for them too. Like, that's the thing people don't understand a little bit, is that yes, you do have a destiny, you do have a purpose, there is a plan for you. The question is, do you take it? Do you follow it? Do you listen and go? Or do you try to corrupt others? Honey's so much better than vinegar. And also, I just was reminded of this, do not throw your pearls to swine. Those who are not in a higher enough vibration state get dumped out of here all the time. That's why you will... No. That's a limiting belief that I am not going to be laying in this space. Absolutely not. We come here to find peace, to find compassion, to find love, to find joy. We are not, and for acceptance, we're not here for judgment. We're not here to judge others. We are here to bear witness to what is shared in this space, verbally, energetically. Oof. Oof. Big energies up in here right now. Baker Blue, the other thing I wanted to tell you. This is another miracle in my life. Growing up, when I hit 18, I was out across the country because I had not been treated with love and compassion for who I was instead of what they wanted me to be, what society wanted me to be. And I really did not talk to them for quite a long time. I maybe only hear from them once every 5 to 7 years, something like that. And then I came to the realization that everyone can change, and the fact that all the cells in our body, including our bones, roll over about every 7 to 10 years. They literally are not the same people they were, and neither was I. And so at that point, you can make a choice of what you want the relationship to be. And make the choice to... I made the choice to forgive myself for creating that much space in a relationship that can be improved and serves a vital function in your life. Connection to your ancestry and history, and able to like create more love in your life, even from relationships that were not great, right? I choose that I don't want to be mad at them anymore. I choose that I'm there supporting them. So to have that kind of excuse of, did your mom and dad not love you? Like, that's no, as an adult, that's no reason to act any kind of way. You're well far beyond that. And if you are still considering those to be the actions of other people's, the motives of other people's actions, could also a little bit say something about projection. Usually things that you, oof, this is a tough one. I'm going to lay it out there because it's tough for me too. When you assign purpose or reason or anything to anyone else's actions, you're probably not even getting the story right, because you're thinking from your own perspective and experiences, and you're trying to figure out what the other person was thinking. Just ask. Although communication is not always easy, especially in emotional situations. I'm glad you came in, Baker Blue. I'm wondering, what do you bake? You very good baker. What you baking? Yep. I feel like most of the time we all know what we're supposed to be doing, but it's easier to consume than it is to create. It's easier to just feed the dopamine beast. 100%. All right. Okay. I just saw we're going to do a pyramid spread. I don't know this one on here either before. But we kind of read each card, read each row, and then read like as a whole or column. And as my husband recently reminded me, other people's cruelty should not affect your behavior, because it's not about you. It's not that. And again, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. You do not have to plot or plan. A reminder to myself too that things are supposed to turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. I was seeing like the justice yesterday, and I got some messages in the mail. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But it also is for that. Oh, yes. Oh, 2 came out here. We're seeing a lot of the similar things here, which is, it's great. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. This could be for you now or for someone visiting in the future, watching this later. Okay, we're starting again with the King of Swords. This is you being like in your discernment, knowing what is right for you, right? You're the one making the choices. Right? I mean, the material world, your emotional health, your intellect. Like, wow, look how big his head is. So smart. Again, fulfillment. That's what you're choosing with the actions you take in the material world. You are, and in the emotional world. This is what you are putting out in an effort to receive. Just keep doing the work. You know the work that needs done. Meditate. Make sure you're meditating. And different perspective. So helpful. So helpful. Like, just think of a ridiculous way to think about it. It's kind of like those stories where it's like, oh, if you're scared to talk in public, then just imagine everyone in their pajamas or something like that to kind of diffuse the situation. But that's what is like a different way to look at things that are emotional, right? Like maybe it's like you believe this happiness to be one way, but then you're being shown a slightly different way and you're being asked to look at it in a different perspective. So these ones would be, hey, you've done a lot of this before, you've got plenty of experience, and in fact you're feeling a little worn. As the King of Swords, these things, this cannot be you. King of Swords, sure that, right? You leave false beliefs behind. You don't stand there when there's no one stopping you. And in fact, all of these weapons are here, and I'm seen as like resources, thoughts, ancestors, desires, any kind of information coming in. you're not receiving that information blindfolded, tied up. You're not using your resources intellectually. Again, this one's been here a few times today already. It's definitely the vibe. We're all going for like reaching the goal, winning the prize, being happy. Last one. Well, it's actually two. Death and Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands came out first. So this, right? And the Knight of Wands is charging towards it. Mirrored. Right? Don't go so fast without where you are going, and because you can rush in an effort to get this, and maybe it's not everything that you wanted. You've got to do the work first, right? Which is the doing the physical, looking at things in a different perspective, taking all the lessons and going forward, choosing to go forward, knowing that the goal you want is more than the actions that you have to take to do it. Right? False thoughts, all of this. All of those things, right, will also get you to where you want to go, right? Because you're making that change in the way that you function, in the way that you think, and in the emotional state of your wishes. It's coming. And I just heard this totally. Try to think of some time where you didn't get what you wanted or better. And you might have some answers there. And then I want you to focus on the idea of when you got what you wanted or better. And in the beginning, it might be tough to think of any, but hold your focus there. See what grows. You're now focusing on something positive, right? Let's see how much more I can get. Let's see how chosen I am. Let's see if I find apartments. Like all of these ways you can get confirmation and information and make steady progress towards your goals. It doesn't get you anywhere. This is a 9 of Swords. You know what gets you next? 10 of Swords. Don't be doing that. Do not be worrying. Do not be worrying. Get in connection with your intuition, with the Holy Spirit, with Jesus, with God, whoever you commune with. Keep doing it. Keep doing the work. And justice will be yours. Might seem like a struggle sometimes. Just keep going with the divine ideas, intervention. Know that if you are okay, I just saw this. This is what you need to know. You having this kind of feeling and worry and stuff is you actually being trapped into something. You feel like you can't get out. You definitely can, though. You definitely can. Oh, this is what I would say. If you're having bad dreams at night, you need to start protecting yourself. Put on the armor of God, any other thing that you want to do that grounds you, gives you protection, crystals we talked about, anything like that, because this is what's happening at night, and I know this is for me too, because that's been happening as well. Oh, Mr. Poop Pants. Thank you for the hilarity and joy you have brought into this space. I'm so grateful for you here, and I'm so excited for what's coming for you next. Get ready. All right. One more. If anybody's here and they want to ask a question, that's cool. Woof. Death again. Wish fulfillment. Again. Seeing that so many times. You've got so many choices. Got so many choices. Oh, what's under here? Oh, wow. Okay. So this is like, we saw wish fulfillment again. You're getting what you want. And then the next thing we see is death, which also means change. Change of regime, change of desire, change of leadership. But the one right behind it, 6 of Wands. This is winning, this is returning home the champion. And the question is, like, how did you do that? This is how you did that. You took lessons. You listened. You got connected. And there's, right, you've unlocked some secrets. And there's people who are wanting to know what you know, wanting to know how you do what you do. And to make it to the Hierophant, you have to at least go through the Queen of Wands, which is very much, and Judgment. Getting in touch, knowing what you want, all those kind of things. Getting it solidified, right? Because very often I will get messages or see things, but if I can't say what I'm seeing or feeling, it means I have not yet incorporated that into myself and my true understanding. The Tower's here again, y'all. Just know, right? You made the tower. The tower gets destroyed. You destroyed the tower, you can make another one. So many wish fulfillments here during this time. There's so many opportunities to do things and take inspired actions on anything, everything. I do it even like when to turn. Or if I need to shift lanes, do I do it now or a little bit late? I'm always... because I'll just get a little inkling like, oh, I should stay here, or oh, I shouldn't. And that's enough to just start seeing like when your intuition is right. Gives you some idea of how often you're right, and you can practice it better too. Okay. Asking for guidance daily. Right? Guide my thoughts, feelings, actions, and deeds towards the benefit of all those around me. Yeah. I'll say it one more time. I'm secure, I'm safe, I'm sovereign in this space. You choose what that space is. Start small, grow out from there. We can do this. You can do this. I can do this. We are already doing this. Alright. I will see you very, very soon.